I'm just going to take you through a quick setup and how to play Anzac Day. And in this demonstration, we're going to set up for a 2-player game. So the first thing you need to do is you need to find these 13 objective cards and separate them from the rest of the deck and put them to one side. Then you take the rest of the deck and you give them a thorough shuffle and deal 5 out to each player. And then with the rest of the deck, you take 2 cards for each player, plus 2, and place them out face up on the game table. Take the objective cards, give them a thorough shuffle, and deal 3 face up to the top of the play area. And then deal 2 to each player. Each player takes a look at the objective cards they were dealt, chooses one, and returns 1 to the box. Finally, find the person whose birthday is the closest to April 25th and give them the first player token, and they are going to start the game as the first player. Anzac Day is played in 2 phases. We've got the draft phase and we have got the play phase. So with the draft phase, starting with the start player and continuing to the left, each player draws 1 card from the face-up draft pool in the center. They add those cards to their hand. Once every player has drafted 1, we start from the last player and going back around the right, each player drafts 1 more card from the draft pool. The remaining 2 cards are discarded to the discard pile. In the play phase, each person has an opportunity to play cards from their hand into their timeline or their tableau in front of them. Start the play phase by discarding 1 card from your hand. And then you can play between 1 and 3 cards face up in front of you in the timeline. Cards have either a point value associated with them or they have an ability associated with them. Points are scored at the end of the game. Special abilities take hold immediately. So in this instance, when we play this card, the ability is draw an extra card and play it immediately. We place that down. Before we place our 3rd card, we draw 1 straight from the top of the deck and place it straight away into our hand, into our timeline, and then we can play our 3rd one. And then we continue to the person on the left who will do the same thing. Once everyone has had a turn at playing cards into their timeline, the round is over. Replenish the draw pool with cards from the deck. Give the start player token to the next person on the left and continue. When 1 or more players has 12 cards in their timeline, a final round is triggered, after which the game is over and scoring will happen. First of all, score points on cards in your timeline, such as that. Next, score the public objectives up the top if you have achieved any. If more than 1 player has achieved the same objective, then both players are awarded the points. Then reveal your secret objective that you selected at the beginning of the game and score those points if you have achieved that objective. Finally, count up the number of medals in the top corner of each card in your timeline and give 1 point for every 2 medals in your timeline. Add those points up. Whoever has the most points is the winner. In the event of a draw, the player with the most medals in their timeline is the winner.